everyone and welcome to today's video. So today I'm actually really excited because I'm going to be eating vegan food for an entire week. First up is this morning's breakfast and hope you enjoy. So first up is time for the most important meal of the day, and I'm usually pretty bad when it comes to breakfast. I either forget and then it gets too close to lunch and I'm like, oh well, it's too late now, or I just have like a bowl of cereal, so nothing too exciting. So I thought for my first vegan breakfast of the week I would treat myself to some nice porridge with some fruit. So I have got some oats, some almond milk, some blueberries and some raspberries. So I'm just going to pop that in the microwave for a couple of minutes or so, and then I'll be able to pop my fruit on top. So I'm sat down now, ready to enjoy my porridge, and I'll let you know what I thought of it when I finished it. Well, I finished my vegan breakfast now, and I have to say the fruit definitely made it. The oats were just tasted like generic oats, really. You couldn't even really tell that the milk was any different, but the fruit was a really nice touch, and definitely is nice to have breakfast because, as I said, I do tend to forget, or I just have a bowl of cereal, which is quite boring. So I think the plan is to have the same breakfast for the next couple of days. Obviously, I'm not going to bore you by showing it to you every single day. So next up is lunch just a bit later on, and I've actually got something really exciting for lunch. So it is now lunchtime, and I'm really excited about what I've got for lunch today for my week of eating vegan food, and it is this Wicked Kitchen buffalo spice cauliflower and dirty rice. So it has got here char grilled spiced cauliflower with rice, crushed corn, pickled red onion, kale and a ranch style dressing. So that's what it looks like just as it comes. I'm going to go ahead now and get this cooked up. So here I am with my cooked lunch, and I'm going to give it a little taste test. Let's go for a bit of the rice and the corn first of all. So it looks like this, or a bit of kale as well. Smells really flavoursome. The corn smells nice, definitely getting a nice aroma of the red pepper as well. Really tasty, definitely has got a nice kick to it, so I'm very thankful for that ranch dressing that came with it. So I'm going to tuck in and enjoy the rest of my lunch, and I'll probably see you again around dinner time. So it's a bit later on now, and I'm going to get my first vegan dinner prepared. So I'm actually using this Deliciously Ella quick and easy vegan cookbook, and the recipe that I have decided to make for my first dinner is this aubergine and lentil bolognese. So I'm going to serve it with jacket potatoes like they do in the picture, and like a different salad, but I thought it looked like quite a nice easy start off to the vegan dinners, and it will also be perfect for leftovers at work for the next couple of days as well. So the first thing I need to do for this aubergine and lentil bolognese is actually roast my aubergine. So this is the rest of my ingredients for the bolognese. I've got onion, garlic, oil, tomato puree, paprika, cumin, lentils and chopped tomatoes. So I'm going to get these chopped, and then time to cook it. So here is my salad all chopped up, just gone for a bit of lettuce, tomato and red onion, and that is a lentil and aubergine bolognese. It smells absolutely delicious. So I've finished cooking the lentil and aubergine bolognese, and I've just served it with a jacket potato and also some salad. It looks and smells really tasty. So I can't wait to get tucked into this, and I will give you a bit of a taste test review later. So I've just finished my lentil and aubergine bolognese, and it was really delicious, really flavoursome, and I'm definitely looking forward as well to having it left over for lunch for the next couple of days. So it's now the next morning, and I'm going to be having porridge again for my breakfast with the almond milk and the raspberries and blueberries. I also forgot to mention, I think yesterday, that I was having oat milk with my coffees. Also, I'd normally have a semi-skimmed dairy milk, but I've actually opted to go for oat milk this week, and I've got the Linda McCartney barista oat milk, which is this one here. So it's the barista one, so it doesn't split in the hot drinks. It's got no added sugar, which is great as well, because I never have sugar in my coffees anyway. So gonna make a coffee, and I'll show you my breakfast once it's done. It's now lunchtime, and I think I mentioned yesterday when I was making dinner that my lunch for the next couple of days was going to be the leftover lentil and aubergine bolognese. So I've got that today. I just need to cut up a bit more salad to go with it and obviously heat it up. So very excited, because it was really tasty last night. So the leftover lentil and aubergine bolognese with the salad was absolutely delicious. Tim and I are actually going out tonight for dinner, and we're going to get burgers at one of our favourite local places. We are off out for dinner at one of our favourite little local places. I think I mentioned earlier they do 2-for-1 burgers, so I'm definitely getting a vegan burger. I think Tim might be getting one, so I don't know if we're going to get different ones. I'm excited to see the menu. I'm excited to show you what I have, try it out, and talk about it when I get home. So we're now back from our burgers out, and ignore how bedraggled I looked. It's absolutely chucking it down outside and we are soaked. But we both decided to go for the same vegan burger. We had the Moving Mountains beef patty, it was vegan cheese, burger sauce, crispy onions, pickles and lettuce. And then I had rosemary fries, and then Tim had Cajun fries for his. And I have to say that I thoroughly enjoyed the burger. I don't often tend to go for like a beef burger when we go out. I'd normally have a chicken, but they didn't have like a vegan alternative for chicken, so I went for this beef one, and the flavour of it was really good. I liked the texture of the burger. It was like a good like beefy texture, and I really liked that. The flavour of the cheese was also really good. I did like that, and I liked all the other accompaniments as well. So the pickles and the burger sauce actually was particularly nice. So we were saying when we were walking back that we would probably go for those burgers again, because it's just like a burger they normally have on the menu. It was really good. So another day of eating vegan, and today breakfast is a little bit boring. I just opted to have the rest of my blueberries and raspberries because I didn't really have time to make porridge. And then lunch again, I have got the rest of the leftover bolognese with potato and salad. So it's now lunchtime, and as I mentioned this morning, I've just got the leftover bolognese with jacket potato and salad again. So I'm sure you know what that looks like by now, but I'll pop a little clip in of it anyway. Dinner tonight is more interesting. We're actually doing a vegan kebab. So we've got some really interesting like kebab meat to try that we've not tried out before. So it is dinner time now. I have got some wedges in the oven just cooking. So they're just the Lidl Zone wedges that are vegetarian and vegan. And I'm actually, I think I said earlier, we're having kebabs. So we've got these Warburton's pitted. So these ones are vegan friendly. Whereas there's like a few others. I think the Tesco's own ones that I originally was going to get, they weren't, because they said it may contain milk. I don't know if they put that on to like cover themselves, like if it's made in the same place as where there's milk, I don't know. But went for these Warburton ones, which were definitely more expensive than the Tesco's ones or even the little ones that we would normally get. And then to go in our kebab, we have got this very interesting looking kebab like meat. So it is the Vivera plant Greek style kebab, and it looks really, really interesting. So I've never tried this before, or I don't think I've tried anything from Vivera before. Normally if we do a kebab we would just have chicken, so really interested to see how this tastes. I've just got some salad and also the Plant Chef vegan mayo, which I am also trying for the first time with this meal. So there is the like kebab style meat. It smells really, really well seasoned, and also I think looks like the sort of meat you'd get from the kebab shop, so I'm very excited to try it. So I've now served up my kebab with that Vivera vegan kebab meat or whatever it is, and it looks like this. So it smells really, really flavoursome, and I'm really excited to try it. And I'm also really excited to try the vegan mayonnaise, and I've got some like in my kebab, and then I've got some on the side to have with my wedges. So I'm going to tuck into this and I will let you know how I get on with it. I'm going to talk about the kebab meat first, and I think I mentioned when I was making it, or like cooking it, that I don't think I've tried anything from Vivera before, and certainly never tried this faux doner meat in any form from any brand. It smelled really, really tasty before I'd even heated it up or put it with the rest of the components, and the taste was even better than it smelled. It was so nicely seasoned, it was so flavoursome. I really liked the texture of it. It was just like 1,000,000% I will get this again. And I think I also said that I would normally have chicken with a kebab if I made it at home. I don't think I'm going to have chicken anymore. I think I'm literally going to get this because it was that good. And you got loads as well, so really good sized portion for the money as well. I think it was maybe like a couple of pounds, so not even massively expensive. It's like the same price that you'd spend on 2 chicken breasts anyway, but 1,000,000 times nicer, and you didn't have to season it because it was already seasoned. Obviously the salad was just salad and the wedges were wedges. The mayonnaise I actually really, really liked. We were talking about it when we were eating it, and it was kind of like halfway between a low fat mayonnaise and like the full fat mayonnaise. That kind of taste has probably been my favourite dinner so far. Even though we went out last night, this is definitely something that I'm gonna 1,000,000% have again, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It is now Saturday. It's actually like getting on a bit. It's like nearly 12 o'clock, so going to be having a vegan brunch, which I'm very excited about. We've just been running some errands this morning, which is why just starting off the day of food now, but got a couple of things, actually maybe one thing, that be trying for the first time. So this is the main exciting thing of brunch. It is this Richmond meat-free bacon rashers, and they are smoked, which is good because we would normally get a smoked bacon anyway. So these actually cook really, really quickly. It's 3 to 4 minutes in a pan, whereas normally I just cook bacon in the oven, but I'm not sure how they'll go, so I'll definitely pan fry those. And it's coffee time. I've been really, really enjoying this Linda McCartney oat milk. It's really, really tasty. Definitely is a switch that I will make after this week is over. So our brunch is now finally ready and I'm so excited to try this bacon. It has cooked really, really nicely and looks even more like the real thing now that it's been cooked, and it also smells really, really bacony. So I've now finished my brunch and I don't really need to talk about all of it because obviously I've had beans, mushrooms and tomato before, which were all very nice, but that bacon definitely surpassed my expectations. The texture of it was really quite close to the texture of the real thing. The only thing I would say about it is it had, like, the initial taste was quite bacony and quite smoky, but I don't know, it had like a bit of an aftertaste that I can't quite put my finger on it. So it's now a lot later and it is time to start making dinner. So the first thing I need to do for dinner is to make some sweet potato fries / wedges. I'll just see how they look once I've cut them. And actually having a burger again tonight, but this time having it at home rather than going out. So I'm really, really excited because we're going to be trying the Beyond Burger, and these are supposed to be the ones that are like as close to meat as possible, and they're pretty pricey. They're supposed to be a £5, but they were reduced to £1.70, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to get them and try them out. So I just had a little check of the sweet potato fries and they're coming along really nicely. So I thought it'd be a good time to get my toppings sorted for my burger, or our burger. And I'm gonna do it in the style of like a Burger King Whopper. So I'm gonna chop up some lettuce, some tomato and some onion, and then gonna have ketchup and then the vegan mayo in the actual burger. The one thing that was quite difficult to find is, like, normally at home when we have burgers, we would have brioche, but all of the brioche obviously has got egg in it. So the only solid vegan rolls I could find that I could definitely confirm were vegan were these ciabatta rolls from Tesco's, which we've had before and really like. So I know that I'm going to like it. Just thought it seemed a bit of a weird bun to have with a Whopper style burger, but I'm sure it will still be really, really nice. So there is the burger completed. I'm not really sure how I'm going to eat this. Well, I'm going to have to definitely use cutlery because it's absolutely ginormous. But that burger looks amazing. Like the actual patty itself. I can't wait to try this. I've now finished my vegan Whopper style burger and it was amazing. That patty looked like meat. It had the texture of meat. It wasn't quite 100% the taste of meat, but it's probably the closest thing that I've tasted to actual meat that isn't meat. Of course, all the other components are fine. You know, I've had salad before. I've had the mayonnaise yesterday and all of that, and the sweet potato fries were really good as well. The only thing I probably would say about the burgers is they are quite pricey. It is £5 for 2 patties. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole meal. So it's now a new day and time for another vegan breakfast. So it's kind of similar to yesterday's in that we'll be having beans and mushrooms, but no tomato today and no bacon. Instead, we have got these Plant Chef Cumberland sausages. So they were reduced, as you can see, do love a bargain, and they've been defrosting overnight. So these are the Cumberland style bangers. They are packed with mushrooms, pea protein and classic seasoning, and yeah, they look pretty meaty, to be honest. So I've got my breakfast now. I've got my sausages, which look pretty meaty actually, and then just some mushroom and some beans. So I'll be back with the all-important taste verdict of the Plant Chef sausages. So I have finished my breakfast. Well, I finished as much as I could fit in. Those sausages were so filling. I think they tasted like meatier than a meat sausage, and the seasoning on them was absolutely delicious. And Tim and I were quite funnily saying that when we go to like Wetherspoons, we opt to have the vegan sausages now because they actually taste nicer than the non-vegan sausages. So I would 100% get these again. They were really, really tasty. So it's quite a bit later now, and just gonna have a little snack. We were quite full up from breakfast. I didn't want like a full-blown lunch. So we've actually got these jackfruit sausage rolls from Lidl. And if you've seen my previous week's vegan video, you will see that jackfruit was a bit of a hit, but I haven't had it in sausage roll form, so thought would give these a go. So these are the sausage rolls, and you'll probably see there's a bit of a theme going on this week, that if I can get a reduction, I will get a reduction. So the prescription for these is 2 shredded jackfruit with smoked chipotle chili paste and red peppers in a barbecue marinade wrapped in puff pastry. So that sounds really interesting and really tasty. My first thoughts about them is that they look quite pale, like the pastry itself looks quite anemic. So I have heated up my sausage roll, or my jackfruit roll, in the microwave just so it's like warm, and I'm also going to be having these monster claws from Lidl, which are also vegan, which I didn't know, but I just love these anyway. Finished eating my jackfruit roll, I suppose I call it. Can't really call it a sausage roll, and I really enjoyed it actually. I kind of wished I'd heated it up in the oven because I feel like the pastry would have gone a bit crispier. It was a bit soggy, obviously cooking it in the microwave, but I couldn't be bothered to wait for it to cook in the oven. So the flavour of the pastry was actually really nice. It just, yeah, was a bit soggy, but that's my fault. And then the filling itself, the jackfruit that was barbecue spiced, was really, really good as well. It was very tasty, very flavoursome. The seasoning was good. I really liked the texture of it. It was definitely something a bit different to have rather than like a sausage, or like a sausage made from pea protein or something like that. So I think I would get those again. They were a good little snack, and I enjoyed my pickled onion monster claws alongside them as well. So dinner tonight, I'm actually doing a spinach and chickpea curry, something a bit different because the past couple of evenings we've had like the vegan meat alternatives, but I thought tonight I would do a big batch curry. I think I'm going to do some mushrooms alongside it as well. I've got a couple of little ideas of stuff I can do, and that will obviously serve as well for our work lunch portions for the next couple of days as well. It's now quite a bit later and I'm going to make dinner. So I'm actually using this cookbook again. This is the Deliciously Ella Quick and Easy Vegan Recipe Book, and I am making, I think I said earlier, a spinach and chickpea curry. Now I was going to make some like little naan breads with the rest of the coconut yogurt, but I've now decided that I really can't be bothered, and instead we've got some onion bhajis in the freezer from Tesco's, which are coincidentally vegan, so just going to have those with it, and I'm going to do like a little mushroom bhaji / mushroom curry as well to use up the rest of those mushrooms that we've had for the last couple of days for breakfast. So this is the recipe that I'm using. I'm kind of going to follow all of these steps, but kind of do my own thing. So I think this is all of my ingredients, apart from the spinach, which is still in the fridge, and also the coconut yogurt, because I don't need those quite yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this chopped up. This is just some red onion I'm going to use up. Get all this chopped. And I forgot to say, this is the yogurt that we've got, this Coconut Collaborative Natural Yogurt, and it's actually got 2 stars from Great Taste Award. So this is the completed curry here, and then this is my like little mushroom tomatoey curry as well. Wasn't really fussed about having any rice with it because we've got some onion bhajis and also got my favourite mango chutney, which is also vegan. I realised last night I actually forgot to talk about the spinach and chickpea curry. I think I was just so relaxed after dinner, I just forgot to mention it, but it's definitely been one of my highlights for the week. It was so flavoursome, and I also liked the little mushroom tomatoey thing I made just to use up some leftover bits. The onion bhajis were really nice, and I never realised they were vegan until this week, so even better. And I still got to enjoy my favourite mango chutney with it. I'm actually having the curry and like the mushroom thing left over for lunch today and also tomorrow, and I'm thinking at lunch I might add like an extra scoop of the coconut yogurt because Tim did that last night with his dinner and it looked really good. And I'm going to do some extra spinach as well because we've still got like literally half a bag of spinach to use, so looking forward to that. I was bad today, I forgot to have breakfast, so it's now lunchtime and I'm actually starving. So I've just got leftovers from last night. I've got the spinach and chickpea curry and then like the little mushroom tomatoey curry as well, and I've just added some extra spinach to that. And then I've also just got this carton of orange juice from Lidl to have with it. So lunch was great, and I really liked the addition of the extra bit of yogurt and the extra spinach. It really added something extra to it. So for dinner tonight we are having some like faux breaded chicken, and I'm gonna have tater tots with that, and probably like a little selection of sauces because we've got like some ketchup and we've got obviously the vegan mayo. So I'm really excited for that because we've had quite a few like different meat substitutes this week, but haven't had anything that's supposed to resemble like chicken. So I'm hoping that that's going to be good, but I'll show you later at dinner time exactly what I've got. So it's now obviously a bit later on and it is time to start cooking dinner. So the first thing I need to get in the oven is the tater tots. So it's just these, well, they're called potato pops, but they're like tater tots. Imagine like mini kind of hash brown type things. These are from Lidl and they are of course vegan, so we're having those with the faux chicken burgers that I'll just show you when I come to cook them. They're just fridge ones rather than freezer ones, and to go with that I'm also going to make a chipotle mayonnaise, and I think that's all we're having. We've got the leftover ciabatta rolls from the other day, and I'll probably like chop up a bit of lettuce or something to go in the bun, but you'll see it all later anyway. So the tater tots have been cooking for a bit now. It's now time to get the vegan chicken burgers on. So I've got these ones here from Meatless Farm, and I'd never heard of this brand or tried this brand before until this week. These are their 2 plant-based chicken burgers. I don't know what they're made of actually. Oh, they are made with pea protein, and they look like they've got quite a nice like seasoning, little crumb on the outside of them. So really excited to try these out. And then this is what I'm going to use to my chipotle mayonnaise. So just this Plant Chef vegan mayo that I've been having all week, and then just this chipotle chili paste. And then I was thinking maybe I'll have some barbecue sauce with my actual tots, because I don't have barbecue sauce in a little while actually. So there's that done now, and I'm just gonna pop this in the actual burger, so like on the bun is the sauce for the burger. So this is what the actual burgers look like. They look really, really nicely seasoned. I've just... So excuse how bedraggled I look. It is raining outside. We just popped to Tesco's to get some bits for breakfast tomorrow because I didn't have any breakfast today and I was like starving by the time came to lunch. So the plan for tomorrow is to have some more of that coconut yogurt just with some fruit. So I have got some raspberries that will last me a few days, and also some blueberries which will last me a few days, so I'm looking forward to my breakfast tomorrow. So it's the final day of a week eating vegan food, and I have got my oat milk coffee and I'm just about to prepare my breakfast. So I think I mentioned yesterday that I was going to have some of the coconut yogurt just with some fruit, so yeah, that's what I'm having, nice and quick and easy. So I've got the coconut yogurts, blueberries and raspberries. I must say, I really like the coconut yogurt with that fruit. Obviously, I've had fruit and yogurt before, but I normally just have like a plain Greek or natural yogurt. And yeah, I definitely preferred it with the coconut yogurt. It was another extra flavour, which I really, really enjoyed. So I realised again, I forgot to have a little chat about last night's dinner. So we had those Meatless Farm chicken burgers, which I thought was seasoned really nicely. I did like the flavour of them. I wouldn't necessarily say they tasted or had the texture of real chicken, but they were really nice nonetheless. The salad was good, the ciabatta, and I really enjoyed those tater tots as well with it. They actually went really crispy, and I liked to add a little dip selection as well. So not my favourite dinner out of all of the dinners that I've had this week, but definitely was tasty. It is now lunchtime and I'm having exactly the same as I had yesterday for lunch, and just more of the leftover chickpea and spinach curry, and then the mushroom thing as well with some extra spinach and probably a little extra dollop of coconut yogurt. So I'm really looking forward to that. Breakfast did fill me up, but not as much as like the porridge that I've been having the previous days, and obviously the like cooked breakfasts over the weekend, that was definitely more filling. So really looking forward to this. So I've had my lunch now, and that brings me to the end of my week of eating vegan food. So I've actually had quite a lot to reflect on over the past week. There's definitely been some things that have really surprised me. That bacon I think was quite surprising, and also that Vivera kebab meat I really did thoroughly enjoy. And I do have to say that I think an overall preference was more the home cooked meals over the meat substitutes. I think you can just add more flavour, and it's always nice as well to cook your own things. And I don't know, I feel like if I went vegan, I wouldn't want to eat things that resembled meat or looked too much like meat. Maybe if there was like a transition phase between being a meat eater and being a vegan, maybe like that's what I would do. But I definitely much prefer just having loads of veggies and fruit, and I really liked the oat milk as well actually for my coffee. So that's definitely a change I'm going to make straight away. It's much more flavoursome than cow's milk, and obviously it's much kinder as well. So yes, I probably have about 1,000 other things I could say, but I don't want to sit here and waffle on for the next 10 minutes about how the week has gone. Let me know if there's anything you thought looked particularly interesting or that you've tried yourself, or if you've got any tips or hints or vegan things for me to try, then definitely let me know, because I'm of course open to suggestions. But I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.